Mamma mia. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the leading brand presented by Stadium Junkies Media. As always, I am Tony Lopez. Apparently, I'm a freaking jobber.
Yeah, he's a jobber, but
over there
the new title.
Is the Woken James Belknap. And we got the joke of a champion, Everett Burtis.
You know what? That title, okay. You know what? We couldn't get a custom title, so let's show off the title that you have in your hand.
What we have here is just a replica. Yes, it's just a replica. But it is a WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
But it's a placeholder until we get our custom.
But it replicates the delightfulness of our championship for Stadium Junkies Media.
I'm a junk of a champion, huh? I mean, you're a jobber, so you're bad at predictions.
Yeah, but let's be real. This Rumble is going to be delightful.
What is it with both of you?
Now, guys, let's
calm down.
Be real. Let's just be honest. Nobody gave a damn about what WWE was doing this week. This week was all about New Japan Pro Wrestling, baby. This was Wrestle Kingdom week. Woo!
It's Dave Meltzer's heartthrob orgasm.
It's Dave Meltzer's, he has his hand right near where it needs to be on a piece of paper.
You say that, but he has significant favoritism.
Yeah, yes, it's true. But we had the Wrestle Kingdom 12, the matches.
GG. Our first GG of the year.
This is always the first GG of the year. Always. Every year. And it was even bigger because they brought a big star into the mix.
James' personal favorite.
Well, I thought that was the Woken one, but never mind.
No, I mean, his favorite of all time is Y2J Chris Jericho.
The Lionheart Chris Jericho.
The
Alpha Chris Jericho. But you know what?
Dude, I can't take you seriously with that.
I'm just gonna go over the match results. Jesus Christ, Jake.
Jesus Christ. You see how
I know. But I'm just gonna go over some of the matches. The ones that we really don't care about, but they were great matches overall. Starting with the New Japan Rumble, which was the pre-show. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Which was won by a wrestler who had just survived cancer, so there was a great story involved with it.
You can go unwoke. You can no longer be woken, James. Stop.
The second, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. Okay. Roppongi 3K, Yo and Sho lost their titles to now the 7-time tag team champions, the Bucks of Youth.
It's the Young Bucks. And by the way, I saw bits. I take it back. I saw bits and pieces of this match, and all the spots that they were doing. It was just so beautiful. Can you go into more depth? Could you go more in how good of a match this was?
Well, it was the fact that there was a lot of storytelling involved with the match itself. One member of each team was somehow ended up dealing with back injuries during the match. One member of each team ended up dealing with a back injury. Matt Jackson and I think it was Sho. But the storytelling of how they were dealing with the match and the fact that the Bucks won because of a sharpshooter. Was
that was how they finished it? A sharpshooter?
That's a sharpshooter.
Huh.
So the Bucks are now they have the most title reigns in that division of all time.
Would you say like they have the greatest non-WWE tag team of this generation?
Of this generation, yes. James, how delightful is the Bucks of Youth?
Okay, my face muscles.
Yeah, it looked like it was starting to hurt. Yeah, seriously.
Oh, I'm glad to provide entertainment.
Next is the never open weight 16. God damn it. Excuse my French. The never open weight 6-man tag team championship gauntlet match, which was won by members of Chaos, which is Okada's group, which was let's see, which one? Trent Beretta, Toru Yano, and Tomohiro Ishii. It was a good match, you know, where it needed to be. But at the end of the day, they ended up losing the match, losing the titles the next night back to the Bullet Club members, the Gorillas of Destiny, and Bad Luck Fale. So literally the Tongans of the Bullet Club won the freaking tag titles.
Bullet Club for life, right?
That's the Bullet Club OGs.
Bullet Club for life. Meanwhile, our other person is completely losing his mind.
There you go. All right. Next match was
clearly losing his mind.
Kota Ibushi versus Cody with Brandy Rhodes in his corner.
Oh,
wow! They actually
the X Factor. Oh, they introduced her and everything
with Rhodes in the back.
Oh yes.
Ha! So that's how they got away with it.
Exactly.
Well played.
Exactly.
So there was James. There was one spot that was on social media immediately when it happened. There was Cody does this crossroads. That's his finisher, right?
He does the crossroads off of the apron onto the floor.
Yes. Did you see that?
I have not. I heard it, but
the way Ibushi sells it, it looks like Cody spikes him on the ramp.
I mean, it was such beauty. It was like,
and the fact it was a good match, but people were saying that Cody wasn't doing a lot. But Cody was being smart, staying healthy, and then he used his wife in some key moments in the match. So, Cody lost, but
what was the whole point of all? What was the whole point of this?
There's history in the Bullet Club between Kenny and Kota. Kota and Kenny were a tag team before Kenny joined the Bullet Club.
Okay.
And Kenny has, for better or worse, been softer to Kota than anybody else. So Cody took it upon his own hands to try to deal with Kota himself. But
bloody hell, that freaking crossroads.
You just saw
yeah, exactly. Best crossroads I've seen in years, but
makes it true to be the American Nightmare.
Yeah. Okay, can I be honest real quick? I looked at Cody's face with the blonde hair. Holy crap, how much he actually looks like his dad with the blonde hair. It's insane to me.
Oh God.
I need to see more of the photo, but yeah.
But overall, this match was still a good match.
And scale of 1 to 10, sir. Your Tony rating.
I'll give it a 7.5.
Okay, 7.5 Tonys, or 7.5 stars, or Cowboy stars, whatever you want to say.
Jesus. Next up was the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship
You
between
didn't do that right.
the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match.
The IWGP
Oh,
Tag
Championship
You just had to go New Day, huh?
between the Killer Elite Squad versus Killer Elite Squad, which features Lance Archer and Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Oh, Junior.
versus Evil and Sonata.
Which I heard this was a much better match than I thought.
Oh my God! Because it was like right out the gate, bam, right in your face.
Like straight up fists for fighting.
No. It was one way practically the whole match, and Evil and Sonata came back and won it. But Davey and Lance dominated. They're two big dudes. The way Davey looks right now, he looks like his dad. He's jacked. He's not like steroid jacked, but he's a big boy. He looks like Bulldog after the steroids, last run in WWE, but it's just the fact that this was more of a come from behind story in this match. The way that Evil and Sonata got this title shot was they won the New Japan Tag League to earn this opportunity at Wrestle Kingdom against the Killer Elite Squad.
Okay.
And let's just say Lance and Davey haven't been the most pleasant Americans over there. Well, Davey's technically not American, but foreigner. They have not been the most pleasant. So just the fact that this was a come from behind story and everybody's starting to become more enamored with the Los Ingobernables de Japón group, LIJ. It was a great match for what it was. So like some of the spots like right up the bat were insane. I think it was Evil getting it was Sonata getting chokeslammed from the ring apron onto a bunch of the Young Boys and Evil.
Say it again? We lost contact with you for a second.
Oh,
me?
I think it was me.
Oh. But I saw a spot where he was going for a chokeslam and then he just flipped around. Did a reversal and then like another chokeslam, reverse that, and then the third and final chokeslam got him. I was like,
the ending sequence was amazing. Sonata is a super athletic dude who just is very stoic at the same time.
It's just almost unfair, right?
Yeah, almost. But yeah, I'll give that one an 8 because of the comeback.
It ain't Cowboy stars.
Let's not call it Cowboy stars, please.
I mean, you give me some. I mean,
let's just call it Lone Stars.
Did you hear me say that?
He's calling it Lone
Say it
Stars.
again, James?
Did you hear me call it a Lone Stars?
Lone Star. I like that.
Lone Stars of Texas. Yeah.
Now we have the most hard-hitting title in New Japan. The never open weight championship match between Hiroki Goto and Minoru Suzuki.
Explain never open weight.
Never open weight is just anybody from any size can compete for this title. Okay. It's just they don't actually. There's no limitations for what size a person you can be. But
it's who's the best that can go for this title.
Exactly. But traditionally, over the last few years, this has become more of a traditional, hard-hitting, strong-style title. So usually this title is more representative of people who just don't, who stiff the crap out of people, pretty much. But also, this match was a hair versus hair match. Traditionally, in Japan, if you shave your head, it's disgraceful. It's, shunned upon and everything like that. If you lose it in that manner, it's shunned upon. But this match, yes, Jeffrey?
They would not take it kindly to me just cutting us all off. So
Nah, not at all.
Well, okay, sure. Not America.
Why do you think all the protagonists in the animes are always, with bunches and bunches of hair?
That's Saitama.
Exactly.
That also shows that he's supposed to be different from the whole culture, and of course the storyline's not more about him but more about his sidekicks.
Exactly.
One Punch. Can't wait for season 2.
But
I still need to watch it. But
Hiroki Goto ended up winning this match. He had a long head of hair, which, okay, that's cool. I would have loved to see him bald, but Suzuki had these weird designs on his head already, and then he had like this weird patch of hair on the back. He was so respectful of the. He usually is an asshole. But he was so respectful in the manner of which he went about it. He put his own chair in the ring. He cut the back of his hair, and then the next night, he actually showed that he shaved his head completely bald. So he went through with it completely.
I'm impressed.
Now his whole stable, like that includes the Killer Elite Squad. There are psychos. Everybody's a psycho. Taka Michinoku is a psycho.
Michinoku.
Yeah, Taka's still wrestling.
Really? Huh. Fascinating.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, arguably, the show stealer of the night. The WGP Junior Heavyweight Championship.
How many matches are there?
Match. Oh, there was a lot. 10 matches, to be exact.
Jeez. Ooh. This feels like a WrestleMania. Then again, it is a WrestleMania of Indies.
Exactly. A 4-way match between Will Ospreay, Marty Scurll,
yeah,
the villain,
Hiromu Takahashi, the Time Bomb, and Kushida, the Time Splitter. The
Time Bomb and the Time Splitter. How's this work out?
One's a fan of Back to the Future, and one is just cuckoo.
Okay then. Will Ospreay, I can't wait. WWE's gonna go after him.
Yeah, but he's currently the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, so that's not happening right now. And actually, after we get done with the predictions, I can tell you what Meltzer has said about some signings recently with WWE.
Well, right. I do know 2.
I know 3.
Save it for later. Save it for later, gentlemen.
But this match was storytelling. The fact that Marty was thinking strategically the whole time, the way they blended everybody's timing, styles, and everything like that was perfection. And Ospreay looked like a freaking just amazing wrestler that he already is, and he's so young. He has years to go. I think he's like, 23, 24 right now?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's almost unfair.
It's almost unfair, the athleticism on that kid. And that Kushida and Takahashi, for what they do in the ring.
24.
For
Mr. William Peter Charles Ospreay.
Ooh, that's a long name.
Good
But
thing they shortened it.
Takahashi, his style is very lucha-esque. He did spend some time in CMLL learning the lucha style. So he came back to New Japan with this quickness about him that the time bomb actually kind of clicks. This match overall was a 9.5 out of 10 on my scale.
Man, we're getting better in the Lone Star category.
We're about to get real worse right now. IWGP Intercontinental Championship match between the Ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi, the legend himself, versus Switchblade, Jay White. Now, this is a little weird because, okay, little backstory.
Because Jay has a hard time standing out.
Well, this is Jay's first match back in New Japan because he was a young lion in the dojo, and then he went on an American excursion to Ring of Honor for about a year. But he was a babyface the whole time in Ring of Honor. So coming back to New Japan with this new persona, nobody knew really what to think about it. And then Tanahashi has been dealing with a knee injury, and then he has a bicep tear that he's been wrestling with for months. So this match, it was, for what it was still a good match, but it was never going to be up there on that level because I don't think the fans were going to be able to get behind Jay White yet. But I think he did something. He kind of got the best of Kenny Omega the next night. Because, okay, let's just connect everything real quick. There was a match last night between members of the Bullet Club and members of it was like a bunch of random wrestlers like David Finlay, Juice Robinson, Kota Ibushi, Taguchi. They were all in a match. And then after the match, which the Bullet Club won, Cody went after Kota, started beating him up, was about to hit him with a chair. Then out of nowhere, Kenny runs into the ring, grabs a chair, throws it away, stops Cody from beating up Kota. And they had a big, yelling match in the ring. Cody and the rest of the guys ended up leading towards the back. And after Kenny was saying, "I'm the leader of the Bullet Club."
Mm-hmm.
And then Kenny comes out saying they need change. They're tired of the bickering. He offers, and during all that, he offers Jay White a spot in the Bullet Club. But Jay White pulled the Diamond Dallas Page. He puts on the shirt, acts like he's doing it, and then boom. He's out of there.
Wow.
So
no Bullet Club.
No Bullet Club. Jay White is his own dude. He is the Switchblade.
Would you join the Bullet Club?
Depending.
If Kenny Omega asked you, would you join the Bullet Club?
Depending.
Okay.
But overall,
Depending
this match
on my signature move. On my signature move and finishing moves.
Also, his signature move is called the Blade Runner, but it's Sister Abigail.
Hold on.
Literally, that's what it is. I'm telling you, that's what it is.
Let's see now. What's his name again?
Jay White.
Exactly.
Wow.
Jay White.
Now you got me. Now you got me looking this up.
Yeah, I know.
God dang it.
Let's see now. Oh, just chop throats, and yeah, just a different setup.
Yeah, exactly. But it's still the same move.
His physique looks like Kylo Ren. His name is so basic. And
that's actually his real name. So
his name is so basic.
Mm-hmm.
And really, if they say his moveset doesn't really stand out.
Not yet. I'm just going to give it some time because I think he's going to develop this character.
Imagine if he ever gets to the WWE. That's going to be funny.
Also, the dude is like 6'7", so he's definitely putting his size.
Imagine set up Sister Abigail, and then all you're going to do is just back leans. Set up. I'm going to do Blade Runner. I'm going to do Sister Abigail. I'm going to do Blade Runner. All you're doing is a teeter tot.
Like wee.
And that's where the Wyatt Club comes. The Wyatt.
The Wyatt Club
family comes back together.
Okay, we did. Okay.
Evil. I don't know. Now, your first of the two main events of the evening. The one match that every American was talking about that I had to avoid Bleacher Report, Twitter, and everything else. Including Jeffrey, surprisingly.
What? I had to watch this. So I was like, this I gotta see.
This was for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. Yes, New Japan has a United States Championship.
Because Americans would be fearful if they ever have a Japanese championship.
Well, also because they are starting to do events in America. Like March, I want to say 25th or 29th, they're going to be in Long Beach. But this match was also no disqualification between the Alpha, Chris Jericho,
James' favorite wrestler,
and the Cleaner, Kenneth Omega.
Did it do Lionheart's entrance, or what exactly? Which music did they choose?
Judas.
Oh, they chose Judas.
Oh, Judas.
Mm-hmm.
And he did the Jericho jacket entrance.
Yes, he did.
Lights out and everything.
Even Pyro.
Yeah, and Pyro. Yeah, I was surprised. Like, wait a minute, this is the whole WWE entrance. Vince.
No disqualifications. Judas with the music, and he just.
And also, normally the Bucks would be at ringside with Kenny. Jericho started off the whole thing by trying to jump Kenny before the bell rang.
Oh no. He just crashed, didn't he?
It's because I'm watching Jericho's entrance.
And Jesus, from the start, this thing started going all over the place.
It was awful. I mean, it was just like fisticuffs everywhere in the beginning of this match. I can help you analyze on this one because I actually watched this.
Now, my favorite spot in this whole match was, Chris Jericho got thrown over the barricade right by the English commentator table.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenny decides to do a springboard to try cross-body Chris Jericho through that very announce table. Jericho dodges. Who gets hit? But Cyrus, Don Callis.
Yeah.
Don Callis is the English commentator. Let's just be real. Him and Kevin Kelly.
Yeah, that was great. But the spot, this match was very much Jericho offense. Jericho was in control throughout pretty much the majority of this match. I even thought he got busted wide open.
Talking about Kenny?
Yeah, he even busted Kenny wide open.
Yeah. They don't ever do that in Japan. They don't ever have anybody blade like that.
And yes, he did.
It looks like two dudes were about to kiss in Jericho's entrance.
Talking about the two American guys in the crowd. I saw that too.
I like how he moved the camera. That's good.
Like that's good.
Heat.
Oh, this whole trip he has been like heel, and then the actual theme song that he's been using from his album is called Judas.
Yeah.
So right there,
Become man.
He was straight up heel.
Judas in my mind.
He was straight up heel throughout the whole match. He was pulling every heel trick in the book. He was even flipping off fans.
I also heard a few F-bombs.
He flipped off some fans.
Also, Don Callis is like, oh, that goddamn Jericho. Like, oh, well, here we go.
And he was doing. Also, what kind of bugged me, if it's a no disqualifications, why is there still rope breaks?
Blame Red Shoes. I don't think he knows what a disqualification match. I know disqualification match is.
That kind of bugged me about that.
No, I'm telling you, I don't think Red Shoes knows what a no disqualification match is. That's the referee, by the way, who is known for wearing red shoes, red belt, and a red undershirt.
Still, I mean, there were a couple of rope breaks in this match. I'm just like, wait a minute, this is no disqualification. Why is he doing this?
Yeah, exactly.
Everything else was fair game. I mean, there was a nasty looking table spot, got a lot of chair spots.
And finally, also this gives me a 9.75 out of 10.
If it wasn't for the referee messing up on the disqualification on the rope breaks, I would have given this a 10. But I would have it.
I was never going to give this match a Meltzer's 5-star rating. I was going to give it maybe a 4.75. But and now we go to the main event of the evening.
James, for your information, Kenny Omega won. Kenny Omega won off of 5 signature moves, which is his V trigger, which is basically a running knee.
It's one-wing angel.
And 2 one-wing angels at his finisher. One of them threw a...
Well, that's Seth Rollins' knee? What?
The one-wing... the V-trigger is practically a Seth Rollins' knee without actually the short arm version of that. It's just literally him springing off the ropes and just going full velocity towards your face with a high knee.
V-trigger basically in to Street Fighter.
Literally, that's actually what it is.
Yep, and one-wing angel. Do I even need to mention who that's from?
He's a gamer, so think of the move.
Think of the character. Think of the character.
I can't hear you. You were going out. What was that you said?
One-wing angel. Who does that reference in video games?
Sephiroth?
Thank you.
Bingo.
Yep. That's why you need it.
I couldn't figure out what you were saying. I was like, because it was going in and out. I was like, what?
Then I realized apparently no one is kicked out of the one-winged angel. I mean, what?
No.
Can you clarify?
They've just gotten their foot on the ropes. That's about it.
But it's either rope break or you're ending with this, because the way it ended, Kenny Omega did the one-winged angel on the chair, on a steel chair, and that caused the victory for Kenny Omega to successfully defend his IWGP and United States title.
Mm-hmm. And now
it was 5 triggers, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Now for the main event.
Go.
Kazuchika Okada.
The Golden Boy fan.
Exactly. Versus Tetsuya Naito, the leader of Los Ingobernables de Japón.
Okada is basically the John Cena of wrestling.
It's like Okada's a John Cena, and Naito's practically the CM Punk.
Everyone was thinking Okada was going to lose this match.
First off, Okada came in this match looking more like King than I ever thought he would, because he was not wearing little trunks like he normally would. He was actually wearing just bottoms. Okay.
Wrestle Kingdom 12, sponsored by Tekken 7.
Jesus Christ. That was Wrestle Kingdom 11.
And still, I saw Tekken 7 logos were on there also.
Well, yeah, of course, because they're in the game.
Yeah, and Card for Vanguard.
But this match was surprisingly very quick, very back and forth. It was about a 30-minute match.
You call that quick?
for Okada main event matches. Yeah, that's pretty
For
quick.
a championship match, especially in the main event of the WrestleMania of Indies. Yeah, that's quick.
That's quick.
Kenny Omega,
But-
Omega Jericho, that was like 35 minutes.
But okay, but think about the year before with Omega and Okada. That was a 50-minute match.
Too much. That's too much.
Oh
God.
no, it's not. Go watch that
Oh,
match.
God.
You will be
45.
entertained. Yeah,
Ugh.
but you will be entertained through that whole thing.
Oh
The
God.
second one at Dominion, which was a 60-minute time limit draw, that was even better.
Okay, but let's get back to the main picture. You
Okay,
spent like
but
46 minutes of
the thing with this was, one, there's a little backstory. Naito was supposed to be in the main event. Well, he actually was supposed to be in the title match at, I think it was Wrestle Kingdom 10. It was either 10 or 9, where AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura had a match for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship.
Please let that happen.
But okay, the match between Okada and Naito was supposed to go on last, but because of a fan vote, that match ended up becoming the semi-main event because of the popularity of that match, which pissed off Naito, pissed him off. But it's just the fact that ever since then he's been, let's say, a little bit disrespectful to title belts.
The magic conch shell has spoken.
Exactly. So this match in particular was important because, yeah, everybody thought Naito was going to win, but currently Okada is on the streak of a lifetime.
Longest reigning IWGP champion.
Yeah, and I'm talking about like currently holding the title, longest running IWGP Heavyweight Champion. And let's not forget, this match was key in a lot of storylines.
Was it scheduled for one fall?
It was scheduled for one fall to a finish.
Mm-hmm.
But the next night, yes, okay, Okada won. Next night, there was a 5-on-5 match between Los Ingobernables, the LIJ, and Okada's group Chaos, which included Will Ospreay. Ding, ding, ding. Okada's group lost to Los Ingobernables.
Okay.
Everybody else, Naito did a little speech in the ring. He looked like he was in a great mood for some reason. The other members of the group left the ring. As Naito was about to leave the ring, who comes into the freaking ring and jumps Naito? The Alpha, Chris Jericho.
So he's staying in New Japan for quite a bit.
Yeah.
He's recruiting.
Yes, he is.
I mean,
Maybe not so much recruiting. I'm actually think he's going to be in New Japan for a little bit.
I think he's going to be spending a good time, but it's also a way for Vince McMahon to find some new recruits.
He needs them.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I think
But
they work
at
with
the same
Jericho,
time-
they can work with other wrestlers in WWE.
And at the same time, this also could build on some other characters in the New Japan to build even more stardom, more fame, bring the New Japan brand super global.
Especially to America right now, since you have the American Nightmare and you have an American Alpha.
And you have the Omega.
And then you have the British stars like Zack Sabre Jr., like Will Ospreay, like Marty Scurll.
The villain.
Yeah. And then you got other wrestlers like Davey Boy, Lance Archer. The Tongans, like
All they're missing is Big Damo.
Oh yeah, seriously. I'm just happy he's in WWE.
I'm happy they're giving him a decent push.
Exactly. Now, Speaking of big guys in WWE,
Okay.
Dave Meltzer has reported that the man that this is really the man that Gravity forgot, Ricochet and War Machine,
the big tag team duo,
have all signed with WWE.
You said there was 3. That's 2.
Who's the third?
I mean 3 guys.
Who's the third? You said 2.
No, that's 3 guys. That's 3 guys.
Wait, what?
Count the number. 1, 2, 3.
I was counting signings. A tag team.
Oh, okay. I was counting people.
Because Ricochet was rumored for quite some time.
Yeah, and like Meltzer is pretty much saying it's a done deal. Also, what I'm hearing is Candice LeRae could be heading to the WWE on a full-time basis.
Okay.
But little thing here. We all know Ricochet is dating Tessa Blanchard. Candice LeRae is Johnny Gargano's wife.
Makes sense. Okay.
Sarah Logan is the girlfriend of Raymond Rowe, a member of War Machine.
Makes perfect sense. Good job.
WWE likes to keep it in the family.
And
WWE, if anything, didn't use the Mae Young Classic to celebrate women, but to celebrate the women getting the men over.
Hey.
So, okay.
But that was a New Japan show. We have more shows throughout the year. If y'all want, I can't. This is not a paid sponsor. But I am advertising the crap out of it. If you want to watch more New Japan stuff, sign up for a New Japan World subscription. It's 999 yen, which converts to probably about $9 monthly. So do it. It's worth it. Watch the shows.
Only 999? 999?
999 yen.
You want $5,000?
Which also converts to about, if we have any European viewers somehow, that converts to about £7.
The fact that you know that is very impressive.
That's a little heavy.
So
overall, the show was not better than last year, but it was still a worthwhile show.
5 hours. So,
Six.
Jesus.
I was including the pre-show.
Jesus. 6 hours of your day for nothing but wrestling.
Yep, 3 to 9, baby, 3 to 9.
I'd be so tired. Like, oh.
I had to wait till I got off work to watch the show. I was like, nope, I'm not watching this when I.
So my question is, do you want to do quick hitters on
quick hits on Raw and Smackdown? Yes, I'm totally down.
Yeah, because I'm just not gonna lie to you guys. NXT was just a year in review show.
Yeah, I was planning to watch NXT on Wednesday, and as I saw it's a 2-hour year in review, I went, yeah, no.
Like the only thing cool was they showed the match that was like a dark match between Drew McIntyre and Adam Cole with Shawn Michaels as a special guest referee.
That really?
Yeah.
I wish I saw that.
Did he take off the hat?
Oh, he super kicked the crap out of him.
No, did he take off the hat?
Oh, he didn't have the hat on.
No, shocked.
Not bad.
He's starting to. He's showing he's sometimes self-conscious about his hairline.
But he's getting old.
Well, that too. Shawn Michaels can't realize that. Well, especially when you watch Bruce the Beefcake Barbershop scene where he kicks the living hell out of you know who.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at that and then you see Shawn Michaels today, you'll go, yeah, I can see why he's a little self-conscious.
I love that she said, you know who? Like, we don't speak his name.
Yeah, that was the part I was trying to make fun of. It's like, we don't want that to happen to one of us.
What if God was one of us? So wait, what?
Okay, so quick points on Raw. James, go for it.
First one, Cesaro. Cesaro versus Jason Jordan. Jason Jordan makes himself look like really an ass. He does a really good job with the promo aspect of, and especially Seth Rollins acting like he's kind of like a father figure. You're not supposed to do this. Come on, do this. It was great about that, but Cesaro
Jason
losing in this one, and really, what's the only thing you can take out of this is Jason Jordan. He sells.
Spoiled brat.
He sells really well.
Jason Jordan turning into a spoiled brat. I like it.
Also, he's got a big ego.
Spoiled brat.
By the way, fans chanting "Daddy's boy" to Jordan.
Daddy's boy. Daddy's boy.
And really, it was a decent match. It's just, it's Jason Jordan. It's what it is. I mean, it's kind of like how Roman Reigns was back in the day. Everyone hated it, even if he did well.
I still hear Roman Sucks chants. Yeah,
But I have respect for his wrestling right now.
I can't boo him. He's really impressing me.
But later in the show, also that there was the talk between Seth and Roman, and eventually Jason comes in as if he's like the new member of
The show. I'm sorry,
and so what he came in and he even go, yeah, blah blah blah. Believe that. He's really showing it, sticking out like a sore thumb.
Oh, also, can I make a little honorable mention? Joe and his promo.
Hey, no, don't get ahead of me. But my favorite quote of that promo is someone Dean Ambrose being a stay-at-home husband to Renee, and Renee was corpsing like crazy.
I was like,
He did not tell her that one's coming.
Because
she said there, again? Huh?
What was the quote again, please?
Paraphrasing it. I heard his buddy Dean Ambrose. Now Dean Ambrose is a stay-at-home husband. As he's saying it to Renee in her face with the microphone, and she started corpsing. She just like, oh boy. She started laughing. I'm like, oh my god. Which also to realize that they're already married now. I didn't know they already had a wedding.
They had a secret marriage.
Oh, when do you know what the date?
Nope. No clue. Because that definitely was not on Total Divas.
So Samoa Joe kind of let the cat out of the bag.
Oh, but still, that was that shows it.
Oh man, Samoa Joe just shows us there's a reason why he got signed to WWE and why he should always stay in the main.
Yes,
the main picture.
He's always stay in the main picture and should always have a microphone in his face.
Because even though you'll eventually get tired of the big bully trying to scare everybody, his wrestling proves it's worth it. Also, that's what's great about it.
And he's also just a big Samoan guy, which Vince likes big sweaty men.
Clearly,
yeah, but he usually likes them taller. He doesn't usually like them wide like that.
Tell it to offense, Zika.
Well, when you see a freaking insecurity from him, then you know, okay, maybe there's a reason why he chose him.
Well, that's true.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised they're not letting him do the muscle buster.
Neck injuries.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised that they don't.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm surprised they don't turn the muscle buster into like some kind of cutter.
Ooh.
Like do a muscle buster and he flings the legs and then turns it into a cutter.
Into a inverted cutter.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like it.
All right. What's point number 3?
Is it going to be about who I think it is?
Wyatt and Apollo Crews, a smiling black man versus someone who they bury constantly.
Nope, not who I thought it was.
You cannot escape from my woken wisdom for much longer, Hardy says after the match. Because really, other than Crews hitting the moonsault off the ring apron, which was, oh man, just great to see him from a standing. All of a sudden, flip over. It's like, man, he does not belong in the WWE.
He's too good.
He belongs in traveling between all the indies and making them look good.
Oh, let him go to New Japan. Jesus Christ, that'd be amazing.
Let's see now.
Smiling black man in Japan.
Man, that will stick out of the sore thumb. But guess what? He'll definitely be pushed over.
Yeah, he would.
Let's see. Alexa Bliss and Asuka. They really played this up because in the beginning of the show, they showed not Alexa going to Kurt Angle and saying, "Well, she just attacked me. Are you going to, last week, are you really going to reward her with this?" And he wouldn't let her go. And then earlier, we also had Nia Jax leaving to give Enzo Amore some chicken noodle soup.
Who was actually in the hospital.
Legit sick. He was legit sick with the flu.
He was in the hospital, and then he ripped out the IV and tried to go to the WWE, and they wouldn't let him in the building. They tell him, go back to his hotel. So they put the storyline of, she's obviously really into Enzo, which if you watch Wrestle Talk, it's hilarious how Ollie Davis plays on the whole he's hitting on Nia and he feels betrayed. I really love that more than anything. But
so entertaining.
But other than that, there's no entertainment value for me with Nia and Enzo right now. But then in the middle of the match, man, it was just Asuka. But little things happen. I mean, you have the fear. Fear is showing very greatly from Alexa.
She sells.
She sells seashells by slapping the hell out of Asuka. She slapped the hell out of her, and all of a sudden, you know what happens to the Empress of Tomorrow.
Asuka's gonna kill her. Asuka's gonna kill her.
She killed her with her ass.
Hip attack!
There was just many things. Alexa Bliss yanking Asuka around the ring post. Fun little stuff like that. Yeah. Asuka escaping a guillotine and counters into a wrist lock.
Interesting.
Just things like that. It was a really great match. I think it was, a 4-star match, to be honest. So 3.75. Scratch that. It's things that WWE puts in the storyline that, to be honest, I would never see a 5-star match from Alexa. Also, there's certain people that you just look at them and go, "You're never going to have a 5-star match."
Yeah,
James. James.
I think it's Alexa's storytelling more than anything.
I got a question for you, gentlemen. Apparently, the crowd did not get too into this match between Asuka and Alexa Bliss.
In the beginning, they were.
I mean, they were into it at the beginning.
Oh yeah,
they're not.
They weren't.
But at the end,
they weren't in the same cheers. Like I can hear an Asuka gonna kill you, and they were yelling at specifically Alexa, very specific people. There weren't any continuity, any togetherness from the crowd. And then they got bored in the middle of it. And then when Asuka won, it's like, but it wasn't for the championship, whatever.
Do you put the belt? I mean, what's going to happen first? Do they put the belt on Asuka, or does she lose her undefeated streak?
SummerSlam, she loses the undefeated streak.
That's a long way. That's a long way to go undefeated.
SummerSlam, she uses her streak and the title.
Yep, because it has to be for the title at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we think that she's getting the belt at Mania?
Royal Rumble.
Bro,
that early?
Fastlane.
Fastlane?
No,
elimination. I apologize.
It would be E-Chamber.
Because remember.
Ooh, there it is. That's how she would get it. She would get it in an E-Chamber match.
First ever women's E-Chamber. I could see them doing it.
No, nobody else?
I mean, I still think Asuka's winning the Rumble. My money's still on Asuka for winning the Rumble.
I see her getting in a feud afterwards with whoever.
Paige? Paige and Absolution?
Ooh.
That's the only way you write her off. It's the only way you would write her off.
Or unless they actually try to wait till Mania and not actually put her in that elimination chamber match. have everybody else in there. Whoever wins that would face Asuka at Mania.
Ooh,
Instead of like you're waiting for the Royal Rumble, like instead of waiting for the title, you're actually going against the Royal Rumble. You're waiting to see who the Royal Rumble winner is going to face at Mania.
Because I mean, I don't see that. I don't see Alexa dropping it until Mania. I mean, if you're putting the women's title on the line in the E-Chamber, what was the point of man? But then again, they did that for the WWE title, but it could work theoretically. But you say it would only make sense if Alexa retains the belt at E-Chamber. Yeah, because if she loses the belt at E-Chamber, she's gonna get that rematch clause, and we might be getting a triple threat. But with whom, I don't know. With whom I mean, we're not ready for Bayley. They're not ready for Sasha. Too much of that.
It could be more ready for Sasha than anybody. But at the same time, it could be Paige. It could be.
I mean,
it could be Nia. It could be maybe a legend. You never know.
Nia would not make sense right now.
What if it was Mickie James?
Nah.
Such a placeholder.
Yeah, so it'd be just a placeholder. She'd take the pinfall, if anything.
I just want to Mickie James in the title one more time.
If she's winning the title, it's on SmackDown. It's not happening on Raw.
Well, no.
It's not happening on Raw.
It's not happening on SmackDown.
Who's next? Carmella?
Who's face?
Charlotte.
Charlotte, Becky's back.
Charlotte, Becky, and Naomi.
Hmm?
Wow, that's the only fate. That is the only faces on SmackDown. Charlotte, Becky, Naomi.
They need a new superstar shakeup soon.
God, agreed. But any other points you have on Raw before I go? Since we're talking SmackDown, I can go get started on SmackDown.
Brock Lesnar.
Hold on. I can't go through the freaking show if y'all keep on trying to jump me.
Sorry. I'm not trying.
Let's start with this. Brock!
Squash match, okay.
Oh, no, it was a fun squash match. Remember, he had the flu. He was allowed in the building and not Enzo Amore. So this is just 3 things. He was taking on Rhino, with Slater in the side. He took the mic when Slater was trying to mess around, and he tells him straight up, if you're gonna be involved, if you're gonna be messing with this match, get in there so you can catch these hands. The crowd goes wild. And then he does the chance.
Oh, God.
And then Braun's, even after a few power slams on Rhino and Slater, he was just standing there, and the music kicks, and I mean, he's just standing there, and he's just waiting. All of a sudden, he listens to the crowd, gets one, power slams. Yeah!
One more time.
He probably hit about 8 power slams.
Holy crap!
Oh yeah, I'm gonna rewatch that part just for that part.
Like, I know I watched the clip online. I was like, ooh.
By the way, Michael Cole has a great quote. Slater's gonna think he's back in 3MB. You know,
wow.
Michael Cole, when he has the freedom, he gets some great ones in.
Wow.
Seriously, where was Vince for that line?
Because what was that?
I was like, where is Vince?
Because the way it came out so smoothly, I didn't hear it the first time.
Yeah.
That means it wasn't controlled by Vince. That was actually him, because he was laughing throughout, and they were just randomly saying stuff. And without a shucky ducky quack quack around, you know? So,
Lord.
Got that. You got Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe with the Intercontinental title, which people got mad about, stopping a match because of blood. How about we not worry about stopping a match because of blood and a cut, and let's worry about the safety of wrestlers?
Yeah, I agree.
This is the second time Samoa Joe has got cut in the match, and they considered stopping it. This is the first one I known that they actually stopped it, technically.
Oh, they stopped it to get it cleaned up? Or no, I saw the pinfall.
Yeah, no, they sped up the match pretty much from the way it looks.
Oh.
And the first time was at Takeover Dallas against Finn.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That was way
Oh,
early.
yeah.
I was in the crowd and I saw that from a distance.
Yeah, me and Jeff watched it on TV. We were mad.
Well, imagine being in the crowd.
Yes,
It just started. It's not even the first 2 minutes, and we can see the blood from the back row of the floor.
And you can see Joe's face. He's like, "Come on, man!"
And we're just like, let them wrestle. And we really thought, okay, well, wow, if they're gonna do this, they might as well, get somebody in. Like even Triple H just go here.
Here's a towel.
No, it's like no. He goes, here's a towel. Here's also my tie. I'm going in. Imagine if all of a sudden you need to stop a match because of bleeding, and then Triple H says, "I'll come in instead" because he memorized the match because he's booking. I would watch that. So there was those kind of things. I mean, with the whole, it was a great match, to be honest. There's nothing I can really say. They have all the spots that they need for a big match. They just, it wasn't. It was close to being a pay-per-view main event kind of quality for me. It's obviously not the main event of tonight, but I mean that night. But it was definitely worth it to put that on a pay-per-view. It just enhanced. They did all. They pretty much, if you put a bullet point of all the stuff you need to do for a pay-per-view, they crossed off most of that stuff. It's just a shortened match.
Okay.
You know what was also a short match, but kind of didn't check off everything? Cedric Alexander had to join a match versus Gulak and Daivari. But who came out as his partner? Goldust.
Okay, so they're no longer.
Wait. I thought they were cruiserweights. What's going on here? Explain it to me, sir.
I think they're finally breaking the mold and just saying, "Oh, hey, you know what?"
Gulak had to read a letter from Enzo from the hospital, and Gulak reading it. It's hilarious. With his own voice. My name is Enzo Amore. And a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that.
And you cannot.
Yeah, you cannot teach that. And little things like what was it? Muscles marinara has been flattened by the flu. Stuff like that. And Gulak's voice.
Oh, Jesus.
And then all of a sudden Cedric Alexander comes out and they said, "Hey, we got an idea. How about we'll have a tag team match with anybody that any of your friends that's willing to fight with you." And who comes out? Shadow Dreams. But the only memorable thing is when Goldust, as it says here, bowls over both foes with a crossbody. He spent a little too long on the top rope to pretty much showing that his bait and tackle is quite humongous. And showing Goldust golden eye, if you know what I mean. They showed that backside a little too long.
Fair enough.
And you obviously, if you watch Cultaholics, you'll see Ross make fun of it. That's the easiest way to say it. It was a horrible match, quite frankly. But
indeed.
So Elias and the Miz Taraj, which to be honest, I just, as bad as a group they are, it's hilarious. Versus Finn Balor. Oh, not just Finn Balor, but Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Gentlemen, this is the start of the Balor Club.
Finally.
So it was a squash match.
Good,
by the
that's
way,
what it needed to be.
Great quote by Elias. WWE stands for Walk with Elias.
Wow.
Whichever writer, I applaud. I don't care if it's Elias. I don't care if it's someone who just overstepped their boundaries. I take it.
Who wants to walk with Elias? Yay!
Yeah.
And of course,
I'll pass.
then there's the Brock Lesnar return,
Yeah.
which
Good
You know,
start, bad
Heyman-
finish.
Heyman is, to be honest, this is a rinse lather repeat of SummerSlam, the promo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then Kane comes out and try to have a little brawl, and every time there's people having beef with Brock Lesnar, they're gonna have a brawl, and everyone comes out, and everyone took Kane away. Note, it wasn't people on each side; it was they took Kane away. Yeah, that's not going to convince me that it's going to be a strong match between monsters and machines.
Well, I mean, my whole thing was where was Braun?
Well, he's sick, remember?
Fair enough. Yeah.
He had the flu. He quite literally, all he did was throw a power slam, say, catch these hands, and left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And then did a short
that makes
promo with,
sense.
he did a short promo with Kane in the back, and when the commercial break came back, the way he was breathing, like, you know how you're supposed to over-exaggerate when you're tired?
Mm-hmm.
But I can hear it in his nasal that he's definitely sick. He wasn't having it.
He
Okay.
ain't having it.
It was
Yeah,
it's one of those
yeah.
things of, okay, maybe you're a little exaggerated because you're tired from the match, but you shouldn't be sounding that way. So Braun is, I was like, why is Braun breathing that way? That's not even good fake breathing. And then I found out next day that he has the flu. So horrible promo. Horrible way to end, to be honest. They should have started the third hour that way with the promo.
Ended with the cruiserweights.
You ended with cruiserweights when they could have ended with the Intercontinental Championship.
Could have had Dale in the show for crying out loud if you really wanted to.
Heck, they could have ended with they said Bullet Club on the UK Twitter with Balor Club. Really, gentlemen, it was a good show. Just its sequence of events was bad. All right, so it was a good show, but let's see how SmackDown did, because really, I watched SmackDown, I was bored.
SmackDown only had one. I mean, here's the thing. I'm going to say only 3 points, because you're right. I'm giving it to Raw. Raw had some very good points. Point number 1, the main event was they're still showing the tension between Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan, and now they're bringing AJ Styles into the mix. Great. So now the formula to get Sami Zayn back in the title picture is now working, because Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are being best friends, and now you've included the champion AJ Styles in the mix. Now you're getting this is how you do it. Tony, being very giddy about this, first of all.
Okay. Realistically, this looks more like a storyline just between Shane and Daniel Bryan, who looks every day like he's the one that's turning heel, not Shane.
Oh, but Daniel Bryan, here's the thing. He's rooting for the underdog. He sees Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn getting abused by Shane McMahon. That's how he sees it. And he's kind of sympathized with him. And I'm just like, it's just like role reversal. The yes movement is now turning into the yep movement.
Yep.
Yep. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Can I make a bold prediction?
Which is it? Hold on. If you say
WrestleMania 34. Shane McMahon is scheduled to be on the card. Now, who his opponent might be, still unknown. My opinion, Daniel Bryan.
If you want to keep him in the WWE, that's the only way you're going to do it.
My prediction: WrestleMania, Kevin Owens versus the champion Sami Zayn.
You quit getting ahead of yourself.
We're making bold predictions.
We're making bold predictions.
Getting ahead. But and also, guess who decided to return on the women's side on SmackDown? Yeah, good old Becky Lynch.
Unannounced, by the way, versus the Miz, who was announced. He's coming back next week.
Oh yes, that is happening as well. Becky Lynch is coming back, and now Riot Squad is now just a joke now. So, also, you forget to mention that the Royal Rumble, the women's side will have 30 entrants.
That's right. We were worried about if it was 20 or 30. They actually announced 30.
It's announced 30.
Now I'm more worried about how many legends and NXT women are going to be coming up just for the match.
Oh, I'm also making 4 points. I forgot to add one. The U.S. title tournament. Aiden English and then Xavier Woods had a decent match.
Oh god, the promos though.
The promos were great.
Oh my god, Xavier Woods does so good with promos.
The promo of doing the 2018 promo with all the blindfold them. Is it pancakes with the whipped topping and candle in the middle? Jeez, man. They got it right. And then Rusev and Aiden comes in.
Oh, he's so over. He's so over with Rusev.
There is more of a pop for Rusev than New Day.
And also, if you looked at Xavier Woods' Instagram, oh my god.
What?
The promos that he's doing not with WWE are awesome. He brought in blue pants.
Blue pants?
He brought in blue pants. Say Aiden English ghosted her. Left her behind. I was like, oh my god.
Is this is your life again?
It's practically This Is Your Life with just there's a few other things too. Like now he's doing stuff on Jinder.
Which is his next opponent at the
prediction.
Jinder.
They can make an interesting storyline with Xavier.
Depending on Jesus. It's gonna be Jinder.
It's Jinder because here's the thing. You have Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder on one end, and then you still have Bobby Roode.
Well, the only reason I'm saying it's going to be Jinder is because I'm thinking,
Heels.
Yeah, but you also have two guys for New Day, 2 guys for Jinder on the outside of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
They're all going to get thrown out.
Mm-hmm.
And in a one-on-one match, I'd say just give it to Jinder.
Even though I love X as a wrestler.
Indeed.
To be honest, I think Xavier has a chance to put Jinder over a little bit.
I'm glad this is not for a belt, guys.
You're glad that
it's not for a title.
Yeah. To be honest,
this is what Jinder needed.
I think it's Rude versus Jinder in the end.
I was talking more about that prediction is not for a belt.
But anyway, my final point on SmackDown is the main event. It was Sami Zayn versus AJ Styles, and with
that match.
Here's the thing that kept it interesting was Daniel Bryan and Shane were at ringside. So was Kevin Owens, and you know what? He's like, throw KO out of here. Daniel Bryan's like, wait, if you're gonna throw him out, throw yourself out. And off of the distraction, Halula kick, which he hasn't brought that out for a pretty darn good while. And he got the pinfall 1, 2, 3. The angle after that, though, is, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm absolutely tired. You know what? I'll take them both on. And Daniel Bryan just said, okay, that's a great idea. So at the Royal Rumble, it'll be AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a handicap match for the WWE title.
Boo.
Why you say boo?
Handicap match stipulation.
Yes. So my thing is, I can see this is going to go 2 ways. One, KO and Sami are going to turn on each other because they both want the belt. Or 2, AJ just straight up wins due to the distraction.
Yeah, maybe not straight up. It would be more of like them distracting each other somehow.
It's either going to work in Kevin, they're gonna either write it in a way that KO and Sammy are working well together, or they are not. But the way I see it is just the egos are just gonna be so massive, and they're each gonna want the belt that one of them's gonna turn on another. James, that's my. I mean,
the stipulation is already kind of weird as is because it's technically, if you think about it, a handicap match is a team versus team match, but
a team, yeah.
But just one. There's just one person. You know, there's one advantage over another. But in this situation, it's 1 versus 2 for a one-man title.
And I mean,
my question, KO. How do they want to stipulate that mindset? Like, you know, what's funny is they'll say that they could actually make it work better for the turn if they say that they both have it, and now they both have to decide on who gets it. Say one day,
Freebird rule.
Yeah, no, I'm going to say like one day they may try to convince them to do the Freebird rule, and they can't do that.
Can't do that for just one for the big belt of SmackDown,
unless they make up some weird stipulation that if you need to win the title from those two, you have to beat those two in 2 individual matches.
That would be ballsy, but I just don't see them doing that.
They can do, if they want to do new things. That's an idea for them. Do I think they're going to do it? No, but that's a fun fantasy booking that I would like to let y'all hear from my mind. Because you know me, I'm like the better version of Russo.
You're a better Bruce Pritchard. Oh, I said it.
Ooh,
wow! Shots fired.
Right in the hat.
So let's all agree. Wrestle Kingdom, you had the entire spotlight. I mean, New Japan. I mean, normally they say who had the better show, Raw, SmackDown, but I'm just gonna say it. None of them. I'm just saying Wrestle Kingdom.
I guess they broke the walls down.
Hey, I guess it really
James,
was a rainmaker.
Go shoot yourself, both of you. You are go shoot yourself. Just
you want to fall in the swords of Essex?
I'm so done with both of you.
Jeffrey, I will put you in a chicken wing.
No, you won't.
Oh, that's a Marty Scurll move. Come on, man, work with me.
I mean, all right. This is the Stadium Junkies Media leading brand extended edition with a GG of Wrestle Kingdom 12. I am your champion, Jeffrey Burtis. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you don't like this video, well, you can just get 5 V triggers right to your face.
Calm
down.
Sorry,
calm down. Yes, but Jobber, you got anything you want to add?
All right, comment down below in the comment section. We'll answer your comments. But if you leave us a mean comment, the woken one over here will delightfully reply to your comment in the most vigorous style imaginable.
Blocks and everything.
Still, Woken James.
You will be. What is it, James?
Deleted.
Okay, I need to get you a death note. I need to get you a death note.
You don't want to do that for me. we would not have a resource issue in the world.
So, Woken Belknap, what do you got to add?
Let's see. Like, share, subscribe. Obviously, we'll comment in the comment section. If you actually comment, especially if they're Tony friends as usual, who we respond to in a month later, you know where that button is. But of course, if you dislike, then I guess you also like to be a stay-at-home father.
Ooh. This is Stadium Junkies Media. Jeffrey Burtis, signing